accepting highly restricted, cramped cargo spaces in entry-level urban delivery vehicles, enduring weak rear suspension setups that sag completely under heavy commercial payloads, and relying on dated fleet platforms that burn excessive fuel during intense stop-and-go city logistics. For generations, small business owners and corporate transport fleets had to choose between overpriced premium cargo vans or underpowered micro-wagons. But right now, the competitive landscape of affordable commercial utility is witnessing a massive, high-stakes turf war. Welcome back to Vision Effect TV. I'm Ava. Today, we are staging an intense, microscopic evaluation of the fierce competitive landscape surrounding a highly practical global workhorse, the all-new SRM V6, and its direct market rivals. Entering the arena with an elongated wheelbase, a widened rear track, and high-cube geometric optimization, the SRM V6 targets the absolute sweet spot of urban delivery. But it does not stand alone in this brutal territory. Let's look at the data to see exactly who this vehicle is fighting against. To truly measure the market positioning, we must first isolate the absolute king of this segment, the legendary Wuling Rongguang series. Wuling is an absolute titan, backed by massive GM joint venture production scales and an ironclad reputation for near-indestructible reliability. When you pitch the SRM V6 directly against the Rongguang, the battle centers entirely around physical space utilization and structural material science. Look at the dimensional parameters. SRM has strategically engineered the V6 with an extra-wide rear sliding door opening and a flat, ultra-low cargo floor, specifically designed to allow rapid loading of standard industrial pallets, while Wuling relies on its historical, time-tested chassis durability. SRM counters with a modern, high-strength steel frame configuration that minimizes curb weight while actively reinforcing the payload floors. For the fleet operator, this structural chess match directly translates to fewer delivery trips and higher daily profit margins. Let's step beneath the sheet metal and isolate the mechanical parameters by introducing the other major threats, the Changan Star lineup and Dongfeng's commercial microvans. In this low-margin, high-utilization class, powertrain resilience is everything. Changan has historically dominated with its highly efficient, small-displacement naturally aspirated engines that run for hundreds of thousands of kilometers with minimal maintenance. The SRM V6 matches this with a robust, high-torque four-cylinder engine engineered specifically for low-end pulling power, allowing it to climb steep urban inclines far more smoothly than the Dongfeng alternatives. But where the SRM V6 truly breaks away from these traditional workhorses is inside the cabin architecture. For too long, commercial drivers were treated as an afterthought with bare plastic dashboards and analog radios. SRM changes the math entirely. Step inside, and you are met with an unexpectedly modern, driver-centric digital layout featuring a crisp infotainment display, integrated reverse camera metrics, and seamless smartphone connectivity. It merges Bluetooth fleet communication with optimized cabin ergonomics, proving that a utility vehicle can be highly productive without forcing the operator to sacrifice daily driving comfort. This brings us directly to my definitive tactical verdict on this commercial battlefield. If you are managing an active logistics operation, where should you deploy your capital? My strategic market analysis reveals a very clear blueprint. If you demand a vehicle with the absolute highest historical resale value and an infinite supply of cheap spare parts, the Wuling Rongguang remains an incredibly safe, traditional choice. However, if your operation requires maximizing physical volume per trip and you want to exploit a wider, more modern cargo bay configuration that reduces loading friction while enjoying a significantly more advanced digital workspace, the SRM V6 presents an intensely compelling, highly efficient value equation. It proves that a modern utility van can deliver heavy-duty structural payload capabilities and smart cabin technology without forcing small businesses to pay a premium legacy tax. It is a brilliant, razor-sharp alternative that is aggressively forcing the entire segment to evolve. If you want to track the absolute front lines of commercial fleet strategies, industrial mobility battles, and deep automotive breakdowns, hit that subscribe button to Vision Effect TV right now. Drop your raw analytical insights in the comments below. Would you trust SRM over a Wuling or Changan? I'm Ava, and I'll see you in the very next technical breakdown.